In a couple of days, I'll be in Spain for the weekend, and as usual, I was saving everything related to the trip in Evernote. But while I was working on a summary note, I had an idea. It is a short trip, and to save time, I have already purchased all the tickets. I have tickets for everything, for the parking lot, where my car is staying, at the airport, the museum, Airbnb, everything is in Evernote. My idea is to link all these notes to the appointments and use the calendar widget on my phone to follow the timeline and click on each note when the time comes. So I'll finish connecting everything here, preparing the calendar widget, and we are going on this trip together. After some days, this is what I ended up with. First, I have here the Airbnb appointment starting on the 18th and ending on the 20th. I have a note linked to this appointment, and this note has all the information. I plan to call an Uber to go to the Airbnb, but just in case, I also have in this note information about an airport shuttle that can bring me to downtown. But of course, before getting there, arriving at that airport, I have to go to the airport here in Porto. And this appointment has some notes attached to it. I have the flight ticket, I have the parking ticket, I'm gonna leave the car at the airport, and also the Spanish pass. We have to fill a form with the vaccine, address where we are staying, several other information. Ticket and the Spanish pass, they are available in the wallet format, so they are here in my phone and I plan to use it from the wallet. But it doesn't hurt to have it in Evernote, and it's so convenient, so easy. The appointment is there, just tap and go to the note if I need it. In the 19th, of course, I have the ticket for the Guggenheim Museum. This is also available in the wallet format for the phone. This is the one I plan to use, but again, it doesn't hurt to have it in Evernote. This is how it looks in the notebook, and let's use this opportunity to add another appointment. This is the form to enter Portugal. It's similar to the one I had to fill to enter Spain, so I'll link it here. And now I have the form connected to the appointment of the returning flight to Portugal. This is going to be useful because unlike the Spanish one, the Portuguese one doesn't have a wallet file. When I arrive, I'm sure you already know what I'm gonna do. Tap the note linked to that appointment and I'll have the QR code ready. There's one final setting that I suggest here. In fact, this is why I have two notebooks for my trips. I want the trips, the current trips and future trips to be in an offline notebook. To do this, open the notebook you want to have access to the notes even if you don't have an internet connection. Tap the three dots and select Make Available Offline. But be patient. Take a look at the top of the screen and you see a progress bar, a green progress bar. It has to reach the end of the screen. Only then you have your notes saved to be used offline. There's another note that I would like to show you. When I paid for the parking, I made a mistake and asked for the reimbursement, and that's why I created this task. Earlier today, I thought it would be a good idea to also have a copy of the page on the airline website with the COVID rules. I used Web Clipper and then went to the note and linked that note to the appointment, the flight appointment. By the way, if you want to learn more about Web Clipper, check the description below. There's a link for a tutorial. Now the flight appointment has 4 attached notes. I have the ticket, I have the rules from the airline, I have my certificate, my vaccination certificate, and also the pass to enter Spain. Everything a click away. I'm confident that my plan will work very well. Yesterday, I went to a game, and days ago when I bought the ticket, there was no option to use the wallet, the phone wallets. All I got was a PDF. I downloaded that PDF. I put it inside the note. I linked that note to the appointment, the game appointment on my calendar,
And when I arrived at the stadium, all I had to do was open Evernote. The calendar widget is the first one. And because that was the time of the appointment, all I had to do was tap the note link in the appointment, and I got the ticket on my screen. It was amazing. I'm so confident this is gonna work. I'm sure it's gonna work. Let's go to the airport because the next step is the ticket for the parking lot. By the way, I always use Google Maps even if I know where to go because it helps me with the traffic. So it's gonna be perfect. All I have to do is grab the phone from the dashboard.
Fun fact, this was my first time using this parking lot and I got a little lost. On the other hand, finding the ticket was as easy as I expected. When I arrived at the gate and was waiting for my flight to be called, I saw an email from the Airbnb host. Most of the time I'm working from my computer, and that's why I built all this using the desktop version of Evernote, but of course you can do it from your phone or tablet. So let's use this email as an example. It's the combination of the little safe for the key because it's a self-checking. What you see me doing here is copying the instructions from the email he sent me, and I'm pasting that information in the Airbnb note. COVID times are definitively different. Here we go. One more QR scanning at the airport in Spain before calling the Uber. Apart from the building architecture, which I liked a lot, the visit to the museum was, let's say, okay. And it rained all day on Sunday. But I enjoyed the trip. It was great to spend quality time with my family. Now it's time to go home. A little background story for you. My first job was at an airline, and to this day, I remember several city codes. And every time I create a tag for a city in Evernote, I use the city code, and that's what I'm doing here. I believe some of the notes already have the city code. Here it is. The ticket already have it, but it doesn't matter. You can select all of them. Add a tag. It will show that one of the notes already have it. I can select it and save. Now that they all have the city tag, I'll move them to the archive notebook, the trips notebook. Everything worked perfectly. I'll be doing this from now on in every situation that has this sort of timeline. As a matter of fact, I have a trip coming next Friday and I'm already working on that trip. If you like this idea, please watch this video to learn more about the calendar widget in Evernote. And if this information was useful for you, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. See you soon.